Hi, and welcome to the Bible Tribe with Seeing Deep Ministries, where we see deep in a shallow world and overcome the battles of the mind with the Word of God. Being famous isn't all it's cracked up to be. Just ask the starlets of our day. But still, we can want to seek after fame or popularity, and perhaps it comes from a place of just wanting acceptance when the sting of rejection is so memorable. But being esteemed in the eyes of a lot of people seems a worthy prize until we recognize how fallible and fickle man is. Fame one day might be shame the next. The Bible reading today is from Joshua chapters 5 through 8, and the verse of the day is Joshua 6:27. So the Lord was with Joshua, and his fame was in all the land. God was with Joshua, right there. Those words are everything. God was with Joshua because Joshua walked with God. We can learn a few things about fame from Joshua. First, Joshua wasn't seeking after fame. We can be tempted to seek popularity or acceptance because of insecurity or a lack of worth. But there were a few things to Joshua's character and behavior that paved the way for favor with God. First, faithfulness. Joshua was such a fierce example of faithfulness. And then second, no compromise. Joshua did not compromise, and he dealt with sin in the camp. Third, obedience. Joshua had a zeal to do things God's way. And fourth, boldness. Joshua influenced others more than trying to impress them. He was a leader. The presence of God going with us is all the favor we ever need, but sometimes we want to be esteemed by the creation rather than the Creator. When I was in middle school, I used to dream of meeting a movie star. They were famous, but fame just means a lot of people know you. This can be good, and it can be really bad too. Ultimately, any notoriety we are given is not really for us in the end. Worldly fame is temporary, but being accepted by God is eternal. Sometimes we just want favor, right? Things just to go well. Maybe these are areas in our life where we are compromising. Compromise will lead to our demise. Doing things Joshua way puts us in position to be used by God, a far greater honor than being used by man. But if we have God's favor, what will we do with it? I don't know about you, but I just want people to see Jesus when they look at me. I'm a red hot mess, but when people see what Jesus can do with us, then he receives the glory. The psalmist reminds us of what we are supposed to do with fame. Psalm 115 verse 1 says, "Not to us, Lord, not to us, but to your name be the glory, because of your love and faithfulness." God gives us position and fame for his purposes. Isaiah 48:11 says, "For my own sake, for my very own sake I will act. For how can I let myself be defamed? I will yield my glory to no other." The thought of the day is fame one day might be shame the next. And the application is God is with us. Are we with him? Worldly fame is temporary, but being accepted by God is eternal. Don't live for man's acceptance. Live for God's purposes and do everything for his glory. Go with God, friends, and his precious word. Tune in tomorrow as we head back into the prophets in the book of Isaiah.